Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for what is your destiny. So this is going to be messages from Spirit regarding your destiny, your purpose, some messages about your path and purpose, anything related to your destiny. So this could be stuff having to do with career or family or something having to do with yourself and your goals. Honestly, anything could pop up. As you already know, I go with the flow, so we're just going to go with it and see what messages Spirit has for you regarding your destiny. So remember, it's a general reading. It might not resonate exactly, but take the messages that do resonate. So we have the 5 different groups here. These are all origami. They're a little larger than I intended them, but you can still see all of them. So we have the 5 groups. Remember to always go with your gut feeling. Don't go by favorite color or sight, just what feels right to you, okay? So we have group number 1, which is going to be this blue box. That's group number 1. Group number 2 is going to be the peach crane. Group number 3 is this green balloon. Group number 4 is the purple table. And group number 5 is the red swan. Okay. So again, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, back here group number 4, and group number 5. So take as much time as you need, take a breath, and see what feels right to you. And the options are going to be in the comments and in the description box. And whenever you're ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose the blue box over here. So let's take a look at what messages Spirit has for you in regards to your destiny, your path, your purpose, anything about your path moving forward. Okay, so this is for group 1, Spirit. Their destiny, their path, their purpose, anything like that. Shuffle one more time, hold on. Okay. Spirit, what are the messages for group 1 and their destiny? What can you tell us about their destiny, their path and purpose moving forward? Spirit, messages for group 1 and their destiny, their purpose. Messages for group 1 and their purpose, please, Spirit. So the very first message that popped up is that you're blocking your destiny. You're blocking your path and your purpose at the current time. Okay. Now, obviously, we're going to get some answers as to what it is as we move forward. But this is Spirit's first message, is that there's something that you're blocking. Okay. So I think that was an important first message because, you know, a lot of you might be feeling stuck and confused. And this is one of the biggest reasons why. It's because you're actually blocking it off, okay? So, Spirit, what are the messages for group 1 and their destiny and their path and purpose moving forward? Group 1 and their destiny. What can you tell us, Spirit? Group 1 and their destiny. Group 1 and their path and purpose, Spirit. Okay. Okay, so basically with the Fool card, you're looking at a totally new beginning very soon, which might be a result of you unblocking yourself. So if your blockage is caused by, it could be fear, doubt, any, I don't know, feelings of anger, resentment. It could be any emotional blockages. If that's what's happening now, and if you take the messages and, you know, you unblock yourself, you're looking at a totally new beginning. So let's take a look at some hints, hopefully, as to what will be in your path, okay? Oh, look, a lot of healing. That's really good. So either you're healing or you're going to help other people to heal, but we'll keep looking into that. So we have over here the Queen of Swords. Something having to do with sharp thinking, being completely honest, direct to the point, could be in a leadership position. Look at that. And then you have the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, this is definitely something having to do with a totally new way of thinking about something, looking at things in a different perspective. So this top row over here is just general messages. So I'm going to keep getting some clarity as we move down. But yeah, so when you unblock yourself, you're going to have a new beginning, lots of healing, lots of truth that you're going to be realizing and letting go of past ways. Okay, so let's then, hopefully with this settled, we can get answers as to what it is. So let me ask a more direct question now, okay? Spirit, for those in group number 1, what are they destined to be doing that will make them fulfilled or their highest purpose? For group 1, what are they destined to be doing in their path in life? Okay, yeah. Group number 1, what are they destined to be doing in their path in life? Whoa. All right, so this is funny. I asked what you were meant to be doing, but look, the first card that came up was wish fulfillment. So whatever, as we get these answers, it's going to be something that totally, totally fulfills you and satisfies you, completes you. Not only that, it's going to be something that has a lot to do with wealth. Wealth and financial security is part of your destiny, which I guess for some of you, that's a huge relief to know. So that's in your lines there. Wow. Something that has to do with a lot of deep thinking. Something, so this, like, it made me think of the word scholar, so it could have something to do with that. Maybe for some of you, it might actually be in the realm of teaching, like being a professor or something like that, or something having to do with deep study. Some of you over here, it could have something to do with, like, the profession of law, perhaps, because you have the the wealth part, and then the deep inner thinking, and a lot of knowledge, a lot of truth, and even justice over there. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's something that's going to require a huge amount of hard work. So for you guys in group 1, I'm definitely getting that a big part of your destiny. I don't know if you've already done this path or not, but the huge burden here comes from either the workload, could also be indicating educational track that's going to be a part of your journey. So it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be very abundant in the end. Okay, and it's something that's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction, like I said. Yeah, so the Emperor card, so you are someone, I'm definitely getting a vibe of either, it could be something in the field of not necessarily law or criminal justice, but something having to do with making hard decisions, making very, like black and white, this is the decision, that, like, I'm the person. It could be a leadership role, like I said. Oh my. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is literally the Destiny card. That's pretty cool, okay? So let's get deeper into this. As I said, as we go along, it's going to keep getting more answers here. But this is really strong. So in the beginning, a little bit of blockage, maybe a little bit of fear and self-doubt, okay? But this is clearing up quickly. So most likely you're in your power when you are having clarity of mind and making strong decisions for yourself, very logic brained. This was it's good that that came out, because some people kind of battle between creative brain, logic brain, or the realms, but this is very logic brain, a lot of honesty, truth, justice, deep thinking again. So let's keep going. What else? Spirit, what else can you tell us for group number 1? What are they destined to do in their path moving forward? Okay, hold on. Group number 1, what are they destined to do in their path moving forward, Spirit? All right, hold on. Card fell. That happens a lot to me. Okay, this is really, like, for those of you who were worried about finances, this is really awesome, because you have 2 cards that have to do with wealth. The 10 of Pentacles is a card of an enormous amount of abundance, wealth, setting down roots, legacy, even could be family. That's what they mean by legacy. Just like setting down those roots, okay? So, and it's, oh my God. And it's underneath the King of Pentacles as well. So we're looking at a lot of wealth here, a lot of, like a, I don't want to be so down to earth and say like a high paying job, but this is a lot of wealth and abundance. It could be as well emotional abundance, not just material things, okay? Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1 and what they're destined to do moving forward, what they're destined for in life, what they're destined for in their path, I should say. Their path of purpose, what are they destined for? Okay. Yeah, so we have more thinking, more deep contemplation, more turning inward. And it's like, I think of, remember before I said scholar, it made me think of philosopher. So I know that I'm throwing a lot of different, things at you guys, but it is a general reading. So it's generally a field that is going to require a lot of deep thinking, a lot of this hard work. But that is going to lead to your fulfillment. And again, being very decisive, being very straight to the point. So this could mean a lot of different things. So let's keep going. But hopefully, for those of you who are watching this, like, it'll already start to ring some bells for you, and it sounds familiar, hopefully, right? What is group 1 destined for in their path and their purpose, Spirit? Oh my. And remember, in my intro, I did say that it's not just career. All right, so remember I mentioned something about a family. Look at this. In your destiny, you're going to have family, okay? At least that's what it's indicating here. So tones of family, it could be marriage, it could be, yes, having a house with someone, or like just a domestic partnership kind of a thing, but a lot of joy because of that, okay? So that kind of stability. This is a very stable card. You have the double wands here, so a lot of stability there, which is nice because it was a lot of hard work that you put in, that you probably already have put in your life, but in this case with your destiny, so much hard work that you put into it, and this is going to be a nice reward for that. So we have the Page of Pentacles, so again, stability, and new beginnings, right? Let's see what else. We also have another Pentacles card. Look at that. So this is so crazy. Look, the scales, another thing indicating justice, could be having to do with generosity, okay? So if some of you are getting into those fields, you could very well be a humanitarian in that regard. So giving back to people, just making sure that everyone has their needs met, like in trying to help those in need is what I was trying to say. And then you have, oh my... You have the Tower. You're going to be someone that shakes people up in regards to truth, I think. I keep looking back at that Queen of Swords, the Emperor as well. I am really getting tones here of like something with the legal system or something having to do with like shocking people with truth and with these ways of thinking and being. Because the Tower card is just like a bolt of lightning, essentially, right? And it shakes people. It makes them think. It makes them it's not like that you're frightening, but it can be kind of jarring in that way. And then finally we have the High Priestess. So I think that you bring secrets to light, or that you can bring secrets to light. You're very intuitive, very investigative. So there's a lot of really interesting tones here. It reminds me, like all of these tones, it really reminds me of some of those like criminal law shows and stuff like that. Or there's a lot of, this is like a lot of professions, a lot of professional fields all in one that requires thinking, leadership, like being able to see beneath the surface of things, a lot of truth. So this is all really cool. They're all very related. So for you guys, you know, whichever one of those, you'll know which one fits you. I know it's kind of like a couple different things. But what we're looking at here is a very strong and dynamic personality. Again, when you feel in your power, when you feel strong to make those decisions and strong to speak your truth and your clarity. So yeah, a very strong personality, very logic-brained, very not aggressive, but like very powerful in that way, to get straight to the point, get straight to the answers, straight to the you know, the solutions of things. Okay, you're very powerful. You're very like how do you say, just really a strong presence is really what it is. Okay, let's see if we can get some cards from here, and then I'll get a couple messages from Spirit in the written ones. All right, so Spirit, this is for group 1. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. Okay, so Spirit, what else can you tell us? What is in the destiny for group 1? What is in the stars for group 1 in the destiny and their path moving forward, please, Spirit? Anything else? Okay, so one card flipped here. Hold on. Oh my God, look at that. The Queen of Swords again. This is like a Judge Judy character right there. Just like super no nonsense, straight to the point. Let's get to the truth of the matter and let's lead people. Let's heal them through truth and through that kind of clarity and decisiveness. Okay, that's really cool that it came up twice. You cut straight through this fog and confusion for people. You help them. Again, if it's not something with like legal, it's something that has to do with getting to answers, okay? And that could be anything. That could be many, many different fields or professions. But yeah, you cut through all of that, all right? Anything else, Spirit? What is in the destiny for group 1? What is in the stars in the destiny for group 1? Okay. And finally we have, oh geez, that's so, oh my gosh, you have another Emperor card. Wow, that is really strong. I can't believe that. It's like the quadruple effect is what that is, okay? So yeah, you are the Queen of Swords. You are the Emperor, like so powerful of a presence that people are intimidated by you, okay? Just like, boom, this is what it is, you know? If some of you don't have any idea what I meant by Judge Judy, if you check her out on YouTube, like she cuts straight through the bullcrap, you know? Just like wants the answers, wants the clarity, okay? So yeah, the Emperor, straight to the point, making that firm decision, being able to sort of like delegate those decisions to other people and be a true leader. Then the final card, you have the Hierophant. Now, that might indicate marriage, yes, but it might also indicate group learning or community or like even spiritual teachings. So this does have to do with the element of like education system, actually, now that I'm remembering. Yeah, so I told you before, scholar. So this group of you, it might resonate that you are you know, might go into that field of like scholarly things. It could be research, it could be a professor, it could be a teacher of some kind where you're guiding, you're mentoring people on a larger scale and giving them inner truth and inner knowledge. That's really, really cool. Finally, we're going to get some written messages from Spirit for you. This is very, like, I really love this. So powerful. just like a dynamic personality, like I said. And I think over here, it wasn't even fear. It was a little bit of self-doubt, but you're not really a person to be afraid. Like, this is very level-headed and just being able to see through the things that most people are afraid of, which is fog and confusion. But you see through that. You have an innate ability to see through that. Okay, so Spirit, do we have any final messages for Group 1 and their destiny, please? Group 1 and their destiny. Final messages for Group 1 and their destiny, Spirit. Group 1 and their destiny. Oops. Okay, I'm like officially... Whoa, I'm officially freaked out here. Remember I said before about inner knowing and the scholarly stuff? That is so spooky. Okay? You have inner knowing. You teach people inner knowing. And it's in a way that people are shaken. So I don't know what kind of a preacher you are going to end up being or already are. But it's really powerful stuff. It moves people. Influences them. And then finally you have weight. That's interesting. This could mean obviously a lot of things. There might be a decision that you were about to make that Spirit is advising you to wait on. That might be what that's talking about. For some of you, it might not be, but let me... In whatever way this means to you, okay? Take that message. Now, that might be only one possibility, but for however this means to you, there might be something that was about to happen, that you were about to say, do, whatever it might have been, or get into. Spirit just says, wait a little bit, because it might kind of affect your entire course of things. And I don't think you'll regret waiting, but you might regret jumping into something. Remember, we did have the Fool. The Fool is all about taking risks, but this is saying wait, okay? All right, group number 1. This was really cool. Remember, all the profession stuff was loud and clear. You do have the elements of family here, of stability, of having that happiness and that setting those roots down. But yeah, you put in so much hard work, or you still will, but you already have. And it's going to completely pay off. You have the 3 cards of wealth or wish fulfillment or satisfaction. Okay, so that's great. That is great news. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you, if this resonated. And yeah, I mean, if this didn't fit for you at all, please feel free to pick a different group. But thank you so much, group number 1. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. And thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is the peach crane over here. So let's get right into your reading. Let me just shuffle a couple times. Shuffle one more time. Okay, so I'm going to get general messages first and then get more clarity as we move forward, okay? So, Spirit, what can you tell us about Group 2 and their destiny? Group 2 and their destiny, their path of purpose. What can you tell us? Messages about Group 2's destiny, Spirit? Group 2, please. Please provide us with clear guided messages. Whoa. All right, so got a couple of cards to start off with. So the first card was the, oh my god, I love this. You have the Six of Cups. This is going to be something that has been a passion of yours since childhood. Okay, a passion or a dream of yours, something that makes you feel that sense of complete pure joy as a child would. That is such a beautiful start. Oh, okay. Then we have the Nine of Wands. So this could mean like basically a lot of emotional battles. Maybe some of you have fought against this, you know, have kind of given yourself hell in a lot of ways, a lot of self-doubt, just a lot of fighting. It has not been an easy road for you. So most likely you have not been involved with your passion or whatever this card is referring to. So we have the Three of Pentacles. This could indicate working with other people. Okay, so we'll keep getting more messages, but that's what it is so far. So you have the Eight of Cups. That might mean that you're moving away from working with other people, by the way. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles here. You might be reaching the end of that cycle of this previous way of being, is what that could mean. It could mean that you're moving, for some of you, that you're moving away from a field that is kind of money-centered, is what this could indicate. But we'll keep going. But something is deep within your heart. This is like a soulmate in your heart of that creative passion or whatever it is. Okay. Spirit, what else can you tell us? What else can you tell us for Group 2 and their destiny, their purpose, and their path? That's what I thought. That's crazy. Gosh. So you're gonna have some quick movement over here. Some of you might receive a message of something, but here's what's important: the Death card. Okay, I did say the end of a cycle. Something's ending here. You're being reborn. That old way of life, well, your current, most likely, you kind of could tell that, like, that way of thinking or that way of looking, that way of being is coming to an end. When those leaves shed, you're going to have the new blooms, and it's going to be something that you're passionate about, okay? Now let's take a look further into what that might be. Even though you probably already know, because of that card, how strong it is. So, Spirit, for Group 2, what is in their destiny? What is their destiny? What is their path and purpose? What is in their destiny moving forward, Spirit? What are they destined for? What are they destined for, Spirit? What are they destined to do? For Group 2, what are they destined for, Spirit, in their path moving forward? Oh my God. See, you're really passionate about this. That is exactly what that meant. I don't know if this was, let's see. Let's leave him hanging here for a second. Okay, so the original cards are over here. Okay, so So you have the Queen of Swords. You've been battling your inner truth for a long time. Like I said before with the battles. Specifically, you've been battling... I'm not sure if some of you have been... Yes, some of you have been leading with your mind, your logic, when in reality, you're a person that thrives by following your heart. So that's what's been causing you a lot of the battles. Making decisions based off of logic and expectation and linear thinking, and it doesn't fit with who you are. I don't think, from based on what this says. Let's keep going. Jeez. You have how many? Oh my gosh, you have the Death card, then the 10 over here, then you have this 10. Look at that. The ending of that cycle. I think that you were involved with some kind of a collaboration or a team or whatever, your current job it could be, and this is kind of what's indicating that that's coming to an end, at least in regards to your thinking about it. So feeling like you had to be stuck with that kind of way of life, maybe for some of you, but it's coming to an end. It's just like the end of that painful cycle for you. See, look, more of that. Feeling like you couldn't make those decisions, okay? But again, with the moving on from it, this is coming to an end as well. And you're moving into clearer waters now, okay? So this one, it's like being bound up, blindfolded, you couldn't use your intuition, you know? So now we're moving towards where you could see clearly, use that intuition. Over here, we have a little bit of a feeling of wanting, like a little bit of feeling of scarcity in regards to money, like maybe worrying too much about money, wanting to hold on to it, or it could be just like wanting to force for things that don't fit into place. Okay, so that's like pretty much telling what's blocking you. It didn't answer the question though. Spirit, for group 2, can you please tell us what they're destined for? What is in their destiny moving forward in their path? What is in their destiny, Spirit? Okay. So you have the Justice card. And then right next to it, you have the Devil card. All right. So let's take a look. I have a feeling to draw more. Let me do that first. Spirit, what for group 2? What are they destined for? Group 2, what are they destined for, Spirit? What is group 2 destined for? What is in their stars? Okay, this is getting a little similar to group 1, which is kind of cool. Oh, interesting. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So one element of your destiny is having a matching counterpart, right? So this is not the Lover's card, no, but you did have an element of that soulmate kind of that soulmate aspect, even though it was talking about a dream or a passion. So you have the counterpart here. Part of your destiny is finding is having your soulmate. Could be a soulmate, could be a twin flame, and having that balance in regards to your life in that aspect. Let's keep going. So pretty much, it's interesting though, because Spirit will tell us what it wants us to know, not what I necessarily ask. So it didn't say those messages yet, because it was trying to tell you what was in your way, what you were going through now, and the result of it. Okay, so maybe let's keep going and get more clarity here. Spirit, for group 2, what is their destiny? What will make them feel fulfilled? What is in their destiny, in their purpose here on Earth? Okay. Yeah, it just keeps giving us more. See, it's talking about you blocking blocking your path, basically, right? So here we're talking about a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning in terms of something stable, something having to do with wealth, could be. You're kind of turning turning your back on something. We have here the Seven of Swords. I really think that there's a lot of blockage here. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, I promise. There's a lot of blockage here. Let me just get one more card. Spirit, what are the other messages for group 2? I just have to rephrase my question, that's all. What works for group 1 is not going to work for here. You guys are totally different. Any other messages for group 2, Spirit? Let me ask this instead. I'm going to get straight to it instead this time. Okay. Spirit, what is group 2's truest passion? What is group 2's truest passion in life? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Three of Wands. So already this could have something to do with travel and expansion, and with the Queen of Cups is really having a lot of compassion towards people, a lot of healing towards people. Let's get some more though. So maybe you're a person that is you have a lot of, it could be that you have a lot of deep passions, but let's narrow it down. So Spirit, for group 2, what is their truest passion in life? What is their truest passion, their true passion? Okay. Oh my, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you're a person that is gonna really provide a lot of healing. You're a person to stand up for others and what you believe in. We could be looking at some kind of an activist or some kind of a counselor. Look, see, standing up and fighting for people who are in anguish. So this could mean a lot of different things. But remember, we have the Queen of Cups. A lot of compassion there, a lot of deep, intuitive compassion, healing, and empathy for people who are suffering, okay? And then over here we have the Hierophant. It could be, this came up in group number 1 as well. This sometimes could talk about marriage and everything like that, but it can talk about groups. It can talk about institutions. So it could be basically healing and helping people in an institution. It could be, maybe you're working within an education system. Maybe you're working within some kind of a nonprofit organization, something like that. Let me get a little more on that. Spirit, what else can you tell us about group 2's true passion, their true passion? What else can you tell us about their passion? Yeah, so, whoa. So part of your passion is, you see, look, the Lover's card. Whew, okay. So remember I said over here, you did have the King and the Queen. In my introduction, I said, it's all areas of life. So you have a very, very deep soulmate waiting here for you. If you're not already with your soulmate, you're definitely this is definitely in your path, okay? That you have a soulmate. I know that sounds kind of obvious, but like not everyone meets that soulmate. So you're in your destiny is to find your soulmate. A very wise and spiritual connection, very powerful, very magnetic, and divinely guided. So that's part of it. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles. So you are a person, remember I said before, not necessarily activism in that regard, but you are a person who stands up for others and makes things right and wants justice for people and speaks for people who don't have a voice. This could mean a lot of different things, but you're definitely a powerful presence, standing in your own power there, being very independent, not having to rely on anybody. And then we have the Six of Swords here. Okay. I feel like you're a person to help. Yeah, so I think it's kind of similar to before. You're a person to help others to be able to move on from difficult times. So I like this literally might be like a grief counselor for some of you. I know obviously not all of you, but like I did think of that word with this, just because you're that person to help those who are suffering in their anguish, giving them that love and that care and that compassion. Empathy, specifically empathy. Okay, this is really cool. So you had a lot of different stuff come up here. So before you did have the Justice card, so you bring a lot of balance, or you will bring a lot of balance to people's lives. You help them through these difficult negative patterns, possibly addictions. So addictions could be another field for some of you. Helping people have clarity of mind with the Queen of Swords over there. So this means, for those of you in group 2, we had our answer from the first card, even though it didn't actually say anything. So think hard back to when you were a child. There was something that you really loved doing. It could have easily been something as simple as helping people, you know? So yeah, there's strong tones of either activism, humanitarianism, and what else? Some kind of a counselor, mentor, or fighting for someone, you know, something like that. But yeah, you're very independent, very like, I'm sensing a lot of like being innovative and creative in coming up with new systems. So you could be working, I said before, you could be working within an institution, within a system of some kind, even creating your own kinds of systems for things, which is why I think there was a lot of trouble with this. You kind of strike me as a leader or someone that's very good at coming up with new ideas. Whereas before you were stuck underneath following other people's ideas and orders, and it really wasn't working for you. And that's the thing where it comes to that ending. Okay? This was really cool. Let's see what other messages come through for you. Okay, so Spirit, do we have any final messages for group 2 and their destiny? Okay, hold on, it flipped. Messages for group 2. Group 2 and their destiny, Spirit. Group 2 and their destiny. So your reading wasn't really like, you know, heavily love-centered. I think that is going to be a nice icing on the cake for you moving forward. Your first message here is do. See, that leads me to think even more that you're going to be involved with activism. Literally, do, okay? And then we have manifest. So remember, you're really good at coming up with those brilliant ideas and making your dreams into a reality, or helping others to actualize their dreams could be. Ask for help. See, this is what people are going to do towards you. You're the person, you know, it's like, you know, that phrase, like, you're the guy, you're the man or woman, that people come to for this. So this is in your stars, like that thing. This might not even be a job that exists yet, or a field that exists yet, but like, you're the one that has those ideas to make this happen. Right. And then finally we have courage. Okay. This is similar to group 1 a little bit. Definitely very strong personality, with the thing in mind of helping people, of justice, of having such brilliant ideas. Okay, and this is what you're truly passionate about. Again, we did have some tones of love down here, not too heavy, but this was really nice. I'm sensing a lot of balance, duality, justice. That's going to be a part of your existence, which is really, really cool. Very nice, group number 2. So that's what I have for you, group 2. If this didn't resonate at all, please feel free to pick a different group, but that's what I have. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. And check out my other readings. I have a lot of love readings as well. So yeah, group 2. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. And thank you again for tuning in. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the green balloon. So let's get right into it. Let me shuffle a couple times. Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3 and their destiny. Group number 3, please, and their destiny. Okay, so we'll get general messages about it first, and then we'll get specifics, okay? Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us about group 3 and their destiny? Group 3 and their destiny, please. Messages for group 3 about their destiny. Group 3, messages about their destiny, Spirit. Their path, their purpose. Group 3 and their destiny, please, Spirit. What can you tell us? So I'm noticing that each of the groups so far has a different key question. In my mind, instead of destiny, I said, what are they meant for? And then the cards popped up. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty. My God. So we have the 5 of Pentacles as a start. That's very interesting. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh. What does it have? So then you have the Tower. All right, you're gonna be a person to help people through suffering. This is crazy. Woo! So I asked, what are they meant for? And this is what popped up. And a nice little nugget that also popped up is the Lover's card. You have a twin flame out there. That is what I sensed immediately. Group 3. I don't know if you met this person yet. Let's find out. Some of you, interestingly, I feel have already, but are not necessarily with them. Let's keep going. So Spirit, for group 3, what are they meant for? For people, group 3, what are they meant to do? What are they meant for? Group 3, please, Spirit, what are they meant for? Okay. Whoa, look at that. So much satisfaction and fulfillment. You're going to be really, really happy. Wow, that's great. And I feel that a lot of the happiness comes from the help that you're going to give, you know, because you have a very you have a heart that bleeds for people. That's for real. You know, my other two groups had similar, but this is very strong. Like, look at that. Specifically helping people in extreme, like, you know, with who are suffering. That's the word, suffering. All right. Group number 3, what are they meant to do? What are they meant for? Group number 3, what are they meant for? Spirit. 3, what are they meant to do? What are they meant to do? See? Fighting for people, standing up for people, being a really powerful helper, or some of you even a leader type role, leadership role, because these are like, this is a card of like basically fighting for battles that you were not even prepared to fight. So you help people like just aggressively and just furiously fighting for people specifically. That's really powerful stuff. Group 3, what is meant for them? What are they meant to do? What are they meant for in their destiny? What is meant for them? What are they meant to be? Group 3, what are they meant to be? What is meant for them? So you have the 2 of Pentacles here. So remember I said before, you're helping people specifically through hardship and through rebuilding, right? So you're helping to rebuild people's lives. This could mean a lot of different things, so we'll get more info. But you help to bring balance to people's lives. You help to bring most likely healing. Over here we have the 4 of Pentacles. So it's weird. It's like I got this vibe of like you being the glue. Like you're the one that holds things together. You're the one that keeps people together. Like a lot of harmony there. A lot of bringing people together. I'm really getting a strong sense of that. In your destiny, you're meant to bring people together specifically. Through this work that you're going to be doing, helping people through the suffering. So you're going to be a huge element of glue, like that thing that people orbit around in order to feel this sense of cohesion. What else can you tell us for group 3 and their destiny spirit? Their destiny, their purpose, their path moving forward. What else can you tell us for group 3? Yeah, see, and this is very common tonight with this, the Justice card. So remember, balance you bring balance to people, you bring healing, you bring truth, or you will, or, you know, so the Page of Pentacles, so definitely something that's going to bring you a lot of financial security, or the potential for financial security and stability. Group 3, what are they meant to be doing? Spirit, what are they meant to be doing in their life path? Group 3, please, what are they meant to be doing in their life path? Wow, you're definitely a very passionate person. Wow, look at that. The Judgment card. Right next to the Justice card. You tend to bring awakening to people. Wow. Awakening in a sense of like rebirth to people. Yeah, you're definitely going to be a leader. Look at that. When I said passionate, this is one of the cards that shot right out. The King of Wands is the energy for passion and for leadership and being able to successfully lead that ship. So this is like a card of being an entrepreneur, actually. So whether that means, you know, having your own business or leading your own team or starting some kind of a movement, even. Really interesting. What other messages do you have for group 3, Spirit, for group 3? Any other messages at all for group 3 and their destiny moving forward? What else can you tell us about group 3 and their destiny, their path? Okay, that was not correct. Hold on. What else can you tell us for group 3 and their destiny moving forward? Okay, so we're looking at many areas of life. I did mention to you the twin flame, the soulmate connection, and look at that. This is actually a twin flame card, by the way, because it has the 1111 thing. So part of your destiny is having a very, very happy family life or domestic partnership life. Could be marriage, or just, you know, like a long-term union with your twin flame or your soulmate. So that's beautiful. You're going to be the glue of your family as well. Remember I said that down here? So you're going to be the glue of that foundation. So now, I am aware that some of you might already be in a family kind of a situation, right? But what this is showing is that this is unmistakable, you know? Like, this is heavy tones of soulmate, right? So I don't know. I mean, this is what's showing up in the energies. So either your current situation might change and it might morph into this, or for those of you, yeah, if you're currently not within that situation, then yeah, this is a very powerful thing. So either way, this is the energy that you're going to be seeing, or that it has the potential to move towards. Okay, because this is the reading for that, for destiny and unfolding of that. Okay, then we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, remember before I said that you're going to be helping people through suffering? It came up again, okay? Helping people with loss and grieving, or people who are just like, could be people with depression, you know, and helping them through that. You have the Ace of Swords, so again, providing people with a lot of clarity. So you have a lot of really, really good ideas. You influence a lot of people. And then we have, I think that you're going to have a very broad influence on people. Like, so this is a card of expansion, could be travel as well. So to be able to, it's this weird feeling I'm getting of like being able to change people's minds, influencing them in that way. For some of you, this might be changing minds through something such as writing, or could be social media, just something that you can touch a lot of people's lives as well, just influence them in that way. But you're a very different kind of thinker. I'm like, cards for creativity didn't necessarily come up, but I'm sensing you're a very unique, very eccentric and unique person here. So let's take another peek here. So, Spirit, for group 3, what are they meant to do? What are they meant to be doing in their path moving forward? What are they meant to be doing, Spirit? Group 3. For group 3, Spirit, what are they meant to do? What are they meant to be doing in their path? Okay. All right. So, boy, this is pretty intense. I asked, what are you meant to do? And then the Death card came up. All right. Let's look at the other cards first. Then you have another Page of Pentacles. Very nice. And then you have the 3 of Pentacles. And then you have the Sun card. Holy moly, look at that. All right, so you are so glue. You are the person to bring people together. So this could mean anything, of course, but specifically, remember, over here you have the King of Wands. You are in your greatest power when you are not only part of this group collaboration that you probably ended up starting, but leading this group. So this could be highly creative. It could be something, it could involve community work. It could involve, like I said, inspiring people in some way, getting people together for events. A lot of, this could be a card of like celebration and just giving people that joy. You have the Sun card, super abundant card. Helping people to feel, remember, you have like that financial security there. And so I'm just like, let me clarify the Death card. That's a funny one for that question that I asked. Spirit, can you please clarify the Death card? Why is the Death card here? The Death card. Why is the Death card here? Okay, yeah, you're definitely going to be healing in some way. You have the Temperance card. Then you have the Seven of Cups. You might be helping people to end, yeah, it might just be helping people to end unhealthy patterns or having too much of something or being overwhelmed in some way. So again, that could mean many different things, but the whole tone of all of this is helping people through suffering, leading people, inspiring people. So that's pretty cool. So then you have the King of Pentacles. So again, another card of wealth and abundance. You're going to do very well for yourself in your element here, bringing everyone together. And it could be fundraising. It could be so many things. But yeah, there's like that money card again. You have two kings. So yeah, I definitely see you in your highest element as being a leader. And then you have the World card, okay? So the World, another card of like completion, fulfillment, wholeness, being at the end of that journey. And then after that to kind of like start a new one, right? So I know that this was a lot of different elements here, okay? But it doesn't surprise me because of your creative persona and your ability to like create these new ideas, to have breakthrough ways of thinking. So yeah, some of you, it might be writing a freaking best-selling book that had like a self-help book, like changing people's minds, changing people's lives, particularly in areas of suffering. Could be financial hardship, by the way. You might even end up doing something with that. Could be influencing people through platforms like social media. In either regard, you're gonna lead people successfully. Okay, you're gonna have your roots with your soulmate and your family foundation card over there. In your destiny is working with a lot of people, but with you kind of in the front lines of it. A lot of joy, a lot of abundance, and a lot of healing. Okay, this is really, really cool. So let's get some final words here. Okay, so Spirit, do we have any final messages for group 3? For group 3 and their destiny? Group 3 and their destiny. Okay. It says temptation. Let's get the other cards first. Hold on. It says look, listen. So it's kind of like it's a little bit of a friendly advisory here to pay attention to the signs of your path, to not be tempted into darkness. That's what I was getting. To not be tempted to look away from your truest nature. I know this is going to sound super cheesy, but something that I just wrote as an affirmation, love is the bridge. So love if you tap into a feeling of inner love and compassion for you and other people, that's kind of, in a sense, what activates your, you know, your powers, your abilities. I just had to say that because I think it helped me a lot, so I just figured I would say it. Manifest, so you're definitely a magician type of persona, just being able to create whatever you want, for real. And this is so funny. In my other group, I got the card that said wait, and yours says don't wait. That's funny. Okay, so for you guys, don't wait. Whatever it is that you feel within your burning desire to create, do it. Don't wait, okay? Look and listen for the inspiration, okay? You're the manifester. Yes, you're the manifester. You're also the conduit. Your powers and your inspiration comes directly from the divine. So remember that, you know, that the magician is pointing up to the sky and down to the earth. You are the conduit, the channel. And again, I know it's a weird thing I said, but if you tap into a feeling of true, pure love and compassion, that is the key that opens up those gifts. And it literally just worked for me when I was doing my writing. I had some writer's block, but it helped so much, okay? And don't fall into temptation of darkness or anything like fear or any negative emotions, okay? All right, group 3, this was awesome. I loved this reading. So if this didn't fit with you at all, please feel free to pick a different group. But that's what I have for you. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. And thank you if you've subscribed or liked or shared. And thanks for tuning in, group 3. I will see you hopefully in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the little purple table over here. Just gonna put that slightly off camera. It's a weird shape. Looks like a crab. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let me shuffle first. Spirit, this is for group 4. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4 and their destiny. Group 4. Okay, so we'll get general messages first and then get a little bit more specifics after that. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us about group 4 and their destiny? Messages about group 4 and their destiny, Spirit, please. Group 4 and their destiny, please. Spirit, what can you tell us about their destiny, their path, their purpose? This Justice card has really been making an appearance. Let's keep getting some messages. What can you tell us about group 4 and their destiny? What are they meant for? What's meant for them? Group 4. What messages do you have for Group 4 in their destiny, Spirit? What is their purpose? What is their purpose? Their destiny. Okay, so interesting start. We have the Death card. The Death card is your starting card. That's very, very interesting. So this could easily just mean, because I was asking messages first, general, this could just mean that the past way of being is now coming to an end and you're going to be having a fresh start. Like, you know, when the spring comes around, kind of a feeling like that blooming of a new thing for you, a new hope, new beginnings probably for you, a lot of balance coming into your life very soon. An ending of a painful cycle. So whatever it is that you're involved with now is most likely not very fulfilling to you at all. Gives you pain. So the thing that you're in now, you probably feel stuck in it and feel pain because of it, because, you know, it's not fulfilling to you. So then we have here the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to take some time, okay? That's the slowest moving knight. It's going to take time, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to bring stability and security, especially in regards to how you feel. So let's take a look, if we can, to see what it might be that's in your destiny, okay? So, Spirit, for Group 4, what is in their destiny moving forward? What is in their destiny moving forward, Spirit? Group 4, what is in their destiny moving forward? What is in their destiny moving forward? Group 4. Okay. Okay, that's kind of spooky. Look at that. So we just finished talking about feeling stuck or trapped, or like this painful thing that you were involved with, and yeah. So, I mean, I know this sounds little. Part of your destiny is getting out of that, is getting free of that, and that is going to end. So, don't worry. You know, if you feel like you are completely stuck, it is part of your destiny to free yourself of that. And then we'll keep looking into what it might be. Yes, this is you in your power, the Queen of Wands. Very bright, very magnetic, attractive, and able to. A lot of social skills I'm getting from that. The Queen of Wands, yeah, the ability to be social and attractive, alluring to people, and being able to, you know, to kind of be inspiring in terms of, like, you know, you draw people's eye, right? You draw their eye. I mean, yeah, and their attention in that way. Let's see. For Group 4, what else? What other messages do you have for Group 4 in their destiny? Okay. All right, and we also have the Eight of Pentacles here. So this could mean that you're finally working on a project that you've been wanting to work on forever for yourself. Working really hard on it, something specific. So this could be anything. Some of you might have gotten into something creative, like you know, like sewing or knitting, or like it could be something obviously like, you know, creative, like writing or painting, but some specific skill. And it doesn't have to be a creative skill either. It's just that from off the top of my head, I couldn't really think of, because I'm a creative person. It's hard for me to think of stuff outside of that. Something really that you pour all of your focus into. So, or like mastering a skill, it could be, right? And obviously now is the time to do it, right? So like really laser focusing on that though, and becoming a master at it specifically. And then we have the Two of Swords. So a little bit, so see, this was a common theme of feeling stuck in between two decisions. So right now, it's still a little bit of a blockage for you with these two. And that's pretty common. You know, that already happened in the other readings where the messages were a bit blocked, but we're going to get some clarity in a second. But you're still in this mode where you feel either stuck, there's a lot of fear, a lot of confusion, and not knowing what path to take. Okay, so hopefully we're going to get some answers right now. Let's see. So I mentioned path. Let's try that key here. It's like it unlocks something. Spirit for group 4. What is their path? Group 4, what is their path, Spirit? What is their path? Group 4, what is their path moving forward? Group 4, what is their path, Spirit? What are they meant to walk? So we have the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This might have to do with the world of finances or something. Hold on, let's keep going. Then you have the Judgment card. Another Pentacles. Then you have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, like a juggling money, kind of. That's funny. Then you have the King of Swords. And then you have the Tower. Wow. You're a very big influencer. It could be in the world of finances or in something having to do with... I was going to say, look, see, the King of Swords. Something having to do with revealing truths. Let's get a clarifier here. Okay, Spirit, can you please clarify the King of Swords? Why is the King of Swords here? King of Swords. So there's a lot of, so with the 7 of Cups here, I'm definitely getting something having to do with, like, something having to do with a lot of wealth. And yeah, I really do sense something having to do with the financial world and having a lot of options, accounts even. That's a word that was kind of floating to me. Could be an advisor, actually. So with the King, it feels like you will end up getting into something having to do with advising people. And some kind of, it could even be like some kind of a counselor, but not like a mental health counselor, like a career counselor, financial counselor, or something having to do with that world. Let's see what else. But you're a person that you have a talent with something having to do with money, stability, and being able to create wealth. That's what I'm getting. That's interesting. Let's see. So over here, definitely not a creative skill. It's just that I couldn't think of many other skills that are not creative, but it could be a project, any kind of a project that you've been working on. It could be something with the world of, like, you know, stuff with like analytics, or maybe something in the technical field as well. So yeah, either something having to do with maybe finances, like something with technology, something very influential in that regard. So let's get a couple more messages for you. This might be why I'm having a little bit of a hard time reading this versus the, you know, like if it had, because typically this wavelength is like the opposite of the creative one, where the creative one to me is like a little bit easier to read sometimes. So it's a little bit of, for me, a little bit tricky there, but let's see. Okay, so Spirit, for group 4, what are they meant to do? What is meant for them in their destiny? Group 4, what are they meant to do? What is meant for them in their destiny? group 4. What are they meant to do? Part of your path might also be having something to do with travel and helping people. It could be, I mean, honestly, some of this might even be when it comes to something with money. It could also be fundraising as well. So a travel element could be involved. You have another King of Swords. That's pretty crazy. And then we have the Page of Swords. So you help people, or you're meant to help people get to the truth of things, make decisions. Again, I'm getting the word advisor. And like I said over here, like if part of your, if expansion and travel, it could be, right? Which could just be part of your destiny of, like, if you're doing well financially, that you will be able to kind of see the world. What else can you tell us, Spirit? Any other messages for group 4? Any other messages for group 4 and their destiny? Their purpose. What is their purpose? Group 4, what is their purpose? What is their purpose? Okay, and finally we have the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So, I feel that you're... Okay. I feel that you're meant to actually help people out of burdens, right? So being able to provide them with, again, I'm getting that word assistance, like helping them, like giving them assistance in getting out of their burdens. Like, so really helping them to dig beneath and to bring them to the surface, right? You help to make people's wishes come true. I know that it sounds probably very vague, but I mean, it could mean so many different things, but I do sense that it's going to help take a huge weight off people's back, you know, and you're going to help them to move towards their dreams. So this could mean many different things: an advisor, a mentor, a counselor of some regard, helping them to make decisions, helping them to gain clarity. You have a specialized skill. That's why I think that this is a little obscure here. There's something that you will have in like a specialty kind of a thing. So I'm not getting, with the other groups, it was a little bit more, you know, it was broad, but here I'm really getting that there's some kind of a thing, like a special skill that only you have, or that only few people have, that you're really good at. And so yeah, it might be something with, it could be as well with technology, something having to do with coding even, and being really innovative in that way. So this was like definitely a lot of different things here, but so interesting. Definitely not anything that I'm familiar with, so I'd love to know what this is all about. Okay, so Spirit, any final messages for group 4 and their destiny? Group 4 and their destiny. Any other messages for group 4 and their destiny, Spirit? Group 4. Okay, so we have stagnant. So obviously, you know, right now it's felt a little bit stagnant. Let's see. Time. Remember before, initially I did say it would take some time, okay? So you might need a good amount of time to develop that skill. So this is the perfect time to start that, if you're able to, okay? Fear and illusion. I think that has more to do with you helping people through that. They ask you for help, see? So definitely something that's going to be helping people in some regard. And then you have here, don't wait. Let's see. I think don't wait is referring to start, okay? Whatever that skill is that you're really interested in, start now, okay? Don't wait. You're gonna be helping people through a lot of this fog and giving them that truth and clarity. The King of Swords came up twice. Okay, so group number 4, that's what it's looking like I have for you. Yeah, like I said, this could be a lot of different things, but this is all pretty, like, this is all pretty cool. Like, I think this is such an obscure, you know, specific field. So I'm very curious to know what that is for you. If this did not resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group, okay? Group 4, but that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you for sure, okay? So yeah, that's what I have. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. Check out my other readings. I have a lot of other readings. I have love readings as well. And thank you, Group 4, for tuning in. I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Nope. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 5, which is the red swan over here. Okay, so let's take a look at your messages for your destiny. Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 5 and their destiny. So, Spirit, what can you tell us about group 5, messages about their destiny? What can you tell us about group 5, messages about their destiny, please? Group 5. What can you tell us about group 5 and their destiny? Okay, so for right now, the messages that are coming up are, oh wow, look at that. So you have a card, I feel that, so right now you have a little bit of juggling, right? You have a little bit of juggling between decisions and feeling a little bit overwhelmed and having too many options. But with the 9 of Cups here, you're going to be incredibly fulfilled, okay, with whatever thing you end up choosing. So let's take a look at more details here. Spirit, what else can you tell us about group 5 and their destiny? Group 5 and their destiny, their path. So yeah, you're going to be, so this is only kind of telling us about, not what. So you're going to have a lot of success, Okay, this is pretty cool. Those of you who are on, you know, in the younger bracket, it might mean that you have a lot of different choices in regards to, for example, you know, schools to attend or majors to pick, something like that. You know, if that doesn't apply to you, then you might be having a lot of options in regards to you know, different areas that you're interested in regards to career or business ideas. It could be something like that. But yeah, there's a lot to decide right now. There's a lot of juggling that you're doing, but ultimately you're going to be very successful and very fulfilled, whichever one you choose, actually. So then you have the Three of Cups here. Could be working with people in an element of, like, you know, it could be friendship. It could be just working in a team of people that you really hold close to your heart. Could be that you already started something with them. We have the Two of Wands here. So you've been doing a lot of planning, okay? A lot of planning and thinking of expanding and thinking of, like, stepping out of that box. So I think that for a lot of you, you really pretty much already know and have your sight on that decision. But let's keep going. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 5? You've been working really hard on this. Group 5 in their destiny. So you've been working really hard, standing up for yourself and what you believe in, standing up for other people. This is lovely. You have the 10 of Cups. So within your destiny, not just with career, you have a heavy card of family, joy, harmony. And remember, that wish fulfillment card is here. So there's like a lot of wish fulfillment and feelings of just total happiness in regards to the family dynamic or the you know, the home dynamic. Okay, so Spirit, for group 5, what are they meant for? Group 5, what are they meant for? Group 5, what are they meant for? Okay, so I definitely think that you guys could be involved with creating your own business. You have this card here, which is a very hard-working energy, one that is able to create wealth and sustain wealth, set down a lot of roots. This could be a very inventive business idea. We also have the World, which is really a powerful card. So being able, like, a sense of wholeness and completion. I'm definitely getting a sense of independence from you guys in group number 5. Over here is like working with people, but it's really, I'm really sensing from you that you're, not to say that you're necessarily the leader, but you carry a lot of the weight of it. Like, without you, it wouldn't be able to exist, right? So, I mean, it might be your own personal project too, right? For group 5, what are they meant for? What are they meant for? Oh, this came up as well. Yeah, you have the Queen of Wands. So you're very independent, very magnetic, very a people person. You know, you're able to, like, you know, schmooze and get along well with almost anybody that you meet. So that could be a big part of it as well. Sort of like advertising yourself or advertising your ideas. I got that for sure. Group 5, what are they meant for, Spirit? Group 5, what are they meant for? Okay, now we also have, we have the Empress. You are really, like, you have 3 cards in a row. I mean, in this row, of a very powerful feminine energy. Even if you're, you know, male or female, it's not gender specific, but a powerful, so when I say, you know, feminine, it's like that, it could be, so here it's nurturing and abundant and, you know, attractive, just very magnetic is that word, okay? So yeah, the Empress, you're there in your power, you're able to create pretty much whatever you want. The Empress for some of you could have to do with like fertility, so it might indicate something having to do with children. Okay, so what else for group 5? Anything else for their destiny, their path, their purpose, anything? Whoa, my gosh. So we have the Hierophant card. Could indicate marriage. Could also indicate working within some kind of like an institution, an education system, within the community. So we also have the Hanged Man. So there's a lot of sacrifice involved with your success. Okay, a lot of sacrifice. Another card of like this leadership, this enthusiasm. Definitely someone who is meant to be in a leadership type of a role. Okay, you have the King of Cups. Oh, you have the Queen and the King. That's good. So for some of you, that could actually indicate a power couple. So the Queen and the King, and in between you have the Empress. So this could mean a huge family tone for you. You have the Ten of Cups, remember? So that could be I was going to say like a big family, or it could be like the start of a family. So in between you have the fertility and then the power couple on either side. Okay, so lots of heavy tones of family. So we have the King of Cups here. We have the 5 of Cups. Then you have the Judgment card. And then you have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so something here I think has to do with a painful element of your past. Could have to do with another connection, by the way. If you're wondering if that past person is part of your destiny, it's not looking like that here. It's looking like, because here is the past, the present or the future, right? But this one I think is from your past. So this is a person who brought a lot of pain, sadness, or who felt a lot of pain and sadness. There's this element of rebirth for that person or that connection, and an element of moving on. Okay? So that's what I'm getting from that. All right. So let's see any final messages. Well, let me actually just grab this real quick. Spirit, do we have any final cards, any final messages for group 5 and their destiny? What are they meant for? What's meant for them? Group 5, what's meant for them? Group 5, what's meant for them, Spirit? Okay, I figured only a short message. Nice. Look at that. You have the Devil card. Okay. So that's a pretty bizarre card to come up as what's meant for them. So I think this is more of a warning, honestly. To be careful about temptation, to be careful about excess, and to be careful about like even stuff with like addiction or a little bit too much, you know. So that's what these cards are talking about here. So just be careful of too much and temptation and negative patterns of any kind. All right. So any addictions, any toxic behaviors or whatever is attached to your past, by the way. So I think it's only telling you to move away from that. Okay. Let's get some final messages with the cards, the written cards. Okay, so Spirit, what are the final messages for group 5 and their destiny? Group 5 and their destiny, Spirit. Group 5. What are the final messages for group 5 and their destiny? Okay, so we have confusion. So that's, you know, I think this is actually talking about that you will be confused. So I think you are going to experience a little bit of confusion. So I did say something about don't be tempted. So be wary of that. We also have Justice. I swear, the Justice card came up every single reading, but this one, it came up as a word. That's funny. So Justice, things are going to balance out. And then we have, wow, think carefully about your path. Oh my. See? confusion. All right. So things are going to balance out. You're going to have that justice within your life and internally, but you got to think carefully about the path so that the confusion will lift, and then finally ask for help. Okay. So this is not something that you're going to be able to ultimately get to alone. So this is what this might be talking about. So reach out for support from your friends to get some clarity from whoever in your life that can help you, that can help you to think carefully about this, to lift the confusion, to get to balance again. Because right now there's this decision that you have to make. See, that's so crazy how it looped right back to the beginning. Okay, so we're looking at a lot of prosperity here, a lot of success, a lot of wish fulfillment, power, passion, community involvement maybe, but just being really successful. And you did have the elements of the family, wish fulfillment, power couple. So this is very strong. Be very careful about the past connection, okay? I don't sense a good energy from that past connection at all. And this connection here is totally different. The one that's coming up for you with the king and the queen here of wands, very passionate and fiery. The one over there was like watery and kind of like negative, okay? Kind of just Debbie Downer feeling. All right, group 5. This was really cool. Definitely let me know in the comments what's going on with you, or check back with me in some time in the comments. All right, so that's everything I have. If this didn't fit with you at all, please feel free to pick a different group. But that's what I have for you so far. I hope that you enjoyed this and it gave you some clarity. Check out my other readings. I have a lot of love readings as well. And thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share this if you enjoyed it. But otherwise, thank you so much, group number 5, for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.